What's up, everybody? Welcome to welcome to what's going to be a dirty episode today. Going to be polishing these wheels. As y'all can see right here, got scuffed up pretty good. Both wheels got scuffed up pretty good. So the only way to fix that is to sand them. Gonna have to sand them down. I'm gonna use 320 grit, 400, and then 600 grit. Gonna be using a Makita Orbital. Once I sand them down, after I do all that, I'm actually gonna sand up to here. So I don't want to get right up here since they're still mounted on the tire. Don't want to do any kind of damage to the sidewall of the tire. So cutoff point is going to be right here. But yeah, all this is going to get sanded down, especially right here in those spots where it's damaged. And once I sand them down to get the shine back, I'm going to be using a variable speed DeWalt grinder. Now that grinder runs up to about 3,500 RPMs, and we'll use some different rouges. Now this is a cutting rouge, so once I'm done sanding, we're going to use this with a buffing wheel, and I'm about to show you guys what I'm talking about. So this is the cutting wheel. This is the rouge bar. Before you get started, you have to use a rake. Got to rake it out, and yeah, it's it's a beast. But after that, then we're gonna go with the green, a second cut with a yellow cutting wheel. Then we'll step it up a notch. We'll use that little soft wheel right here to bring the shine back out, and use the white bar. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun. If you guys have never seen aluminum cutting, this is the video. Any of you ever want to attempt it, need to wear a respirator. Yeah, I'm not wearing a respirator. I'm only doing these two wheels, and I'm doing them quick. So I'm just wearing this mask right here. But you need to wear a respirator if you're gonna be out here doing this all day for several days. You do not want to breathe in that aluminum that's gonna be coming off. Another reason, the wind is blowing this way. So that is a good thing for me. But you will get dirty, as you guys will see. I'm gonna get dirty, so make sure you got some old shirts on, old NGL shirt. But you see, I polish in this shirt, I polish in these jeans. So yeah, but gonna get started with it. But this is the Orbital I'm gonna be using, and gonna use the 320 grit first. I don't want to use 180 because I don't want to go that deep. So I'm gonna use 320 grit, 320 grit. I'm gonna use that first. And then after I use that, like I said, I'm gonna step it up to 400 and 600. You don't need to use 800 or 1,000 grit. You're wasting time at that point. You really are. 600 is going to get those lines clean, and yeah, you'll be good to go. But like I said, if you're going to do this in the future, always make sure you wear a respirator. Like I said, no, I'm not, but I'm going to be wearing this. And also safety glasses. You do not want this stuff getting in your eyes or anything. But yeah, I'm gonna turn the camera around and get started on it. I guess I'll do a time lapse for you guys. All right, so you guys saw the sanding part. Now I'm just gonna wipe them down. Just gonna wipe that wheel down before I start cutting it. I was gonna do the spokes, and then I got to thinking I don't need to go that deep, so yeah, I'm not going to. But let me change that. There you go. That way you guys don't have to keep looking at me. But yeah, so right now I'm just wiping them down. So now I'm getting ready to cut. I got those. You saw I turned the wheel around. This is where it was right here. So I got that down. Yeah, it looks bad, people. I know it does, but don't worry, it's about to look good. But so like I said, we're gonna use the DeWalt, and got the backing plates right here. So put the backing plate on. Make sure when you put these wheels on, make sure they go in the correct direction. These should be turning left. Put the backing plate on. Alright. So now I'm going to move the orbital out of the way. Make sure my setting is up. So we're going to want the setting at 3,500. We're going to want it all the way up. But like I was saying before, I have to rake it. So pad's been raked. Pad's been raked out. It's good to go. So I'm not gonna do real time because it's gonna be pretty loud, as you guys just heard. So I'll do a time lapse, but you guys will see. I'm about to put the rouge bar on, turn it, put the rouge on, and then what I'll do is I'll start working my way. You'll see how the shine will come back. So yeah, time to get started. Alright, so that's the first cut. Now it's time for the second cut. Like I said, we're going to go with the yellow pad. If I can find the yellow pad. Alright, here we go. So now it's time to go with the yellow pad and the green bar. That's your second cut. So here's the green bar. Alright, time for no time lapse. Alright, so here's your two cuts. You guys see the shine now. Nice clarity. Very nice clarity. But yeah, you guys have never seen this before. I'm sure you were probably freaking out like, oh my God, what is he doing? Why? But there is a reason behind the madness. Always remember that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna clean up the rest of this. I'm gonna clean up these spokes with this. Since this is secondary cut, it's not as aggressive. It's still aggressive, but it's nowhere near as bad as the first. So I'm gonna clean these up, and yeah, I'll do that real quick, and then I'll cut the video back on for you guys when I start doing the shine part of it. So but we gotta clean up this extra rouge right here. There's a lot of extra. You're always gonna have it, especially where it loves to catch on the edge. You know, that pad is meant to just cut and cut away. So you know, whenever it catches on these edges, it leaves a lot of residue behind. So I'll put a little hand polish on that, clean it up, and the shine bar will actually take a lot of that off too. So, but yeah, stick around. All right, so clean that up real quick. So now it's time to put the shine on it. So we're gonna use this white pad. Use the white pad with the white bar. But we're not gonna be at 3,500. We're gonna turn it down to 22. Gonna do 2,200 right now. Again, use the rake. Yeah, that rake's got a hard bite if y'all can't tell. Normally I do it on the ground, but I wanted to show you guys. So, all right, so white bar, load up the pad. Start shining away. Alright, so now I'm putting the hand polish on. The hand polish is gonna get all the black stuff off, all the residue left behind from the buffer. It's also gonna clean up everything, basically. Like I said, that rouge loves to get stuck in places, especially where it says American Force and everywhere. So definitely want to make sure you put hand polish on before you finish up. That should be the last thing you do. Now, to keep these wheels looking good, all you gotta do is polish them. Polish them by hand. You don't have to go out and spend hundreds of dollars on a grinder, a variable speed DeWalt grinder. Now, granted, that is one of the best to use doing this, but you don't have to go buy an orbital sander and all that stuff. If you want to keep up with your wheels, don't wash them in acid. Don't. I mean, the only time I wash aluminum in acid is when I'm about to cut them with this grinder. It's overkill, people. And if some of your friends are like, oh no, I'll always do that. Okay, well, in my opinion, they're a moron. You're just adding more work to it, is what you're doing. You know, acid's good for pulling out oxidation on these wheels when they've seen better days, but it's not recommended. And if you don't know how to use the acid properly, you know, you can damage the wheels even more. All you have to do is just hand polish them every couple of months. You know, if you have wheels like this, or you plan on getting some, you know, the deep dish wheels or whatever, just hand polish them. That's all you gotta do. Just hand polish them once every couple of months. But I've been polishing aluminum wheels for a very long time, so I think I know what I'm talking about. And you know, just my experience in it, there's no sense in creating more work than what you have to. You know, none whatsoever. But these these wheels cleaned up nice, as you guys can tell with the wipe down. But I'm gonna keep cracking away at this. All right, so I'm done. Like I said, I'm dirty. You definitely get dirty doing polishing wheels like this. So I'm gonna go clean up. That way, got a truck just come in for paint correction. So got to get back at it. But I'm not about to clean a truck this dirty, especially when I have to get inside of it. So time to change clothes, wash up. That way I can get back at it on the cleaner side of things. But yeah, that's how you do it. That is how you properly cut and polish aluminum wheels. It doesn't matter if they're American Force, doesn't matter if they're Alcoa. Polishing aluminum is polishing aluminum. Like I said, I used this Makita. That's a random orbital. It's an random orbital sander. The 3M, that works great. That's all I use when it comes to sanding aluminum, is the 3M. And you guys can go to Evans Polishing, I think that's what it is. Shine On. Anyways, just Google Evans Aluminum Polishing. It'll pull up the proper website. I know he's up in Wisconsin, but he also has a YouTube channel. He does a lot of tractor trailers. So you know, if any of you guys have dualies with these wheels, or you know, if you're a truck driver, you know, like I said, I use this bad boy right here, this DeWalt variable speed grinder. But you know, rule number one, always wear a respirator, because you see how dirty my face is. It's in my nose, you know, it's in my nose, it's in my ears. I only did these 2 wheels, and you know, I wasn't too worried about it today. But don't do like I did. You know, make sure you wear a respirator. But always make sure you wear eye protection too, because that rouge, when you stick that bar up that pad to prime it when it's spinning at 3,500 RPMs, you do not want that stuff getting in your eyes. Same thing when it comes to sanding the aluminum. You don't want to get that stuff in your eyes, people. I can't stress that enough. But yeah, so just to recap, I used the orange pad with a brown bar. Then I used the yellow pad with a green bar. Then I finished it up with a white pad and a white bar. And then the aluminum polish to get all that excess rouge off of it. But yeah, so anyways, that's how you get that kind of result out of it. But hope you guys enjoy the video. If y'all have any kind of questions, like I said, feel free to leave it in the comments section. I know this was a little different, you know, no ceramic, no paint correction. This was just going crazy on some wheels today. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have any kind of comments, leave them below. But you know, if y'all like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment, share, everything. But catch you guys on the next one. All right.